Okay, you guys, what is up? The King of Lightning is here today to do a video that pertains to my thoughts, my expectations on how the One Piece manga will transpire in the year 2013. Now, that being said, alright, One Piece. First of all, alright, this year should be the end of the Punk Hazard arc, and then the continuous to the next island that exists on the Grand Line. Because remember, Punk Hazard right now, this island is not on the actual scheme of the Grand Line. Of the New World. Like, it's not where they're like. Punk Hazard is not an island where they should be at right now. In actuality, the first island that they should have gone to, I believe, was an island that was like continuously raining lightning bolts, but they didn't go there. They went to Punk Hazard. Punk Hazard, they saw this island. They were like, fire, fucking ice, it's awesome. Let's fucking go, yeah. So that's what happened. Now, the next thing is that the next island that they go to, I don't know. Now, is it a possibility? So let me start stage one, right? So the first thing here, stage one, is after the Punk Hazard arc. The next island that they should go to, I don't know. Right now, it's looking like Wano Kuni. It's looking like Wano Kuni only because of Kinemon and Momonosuke. But I'm not too sure. Because Frankie may make them like a boat where they can go on their own. Because Kinemon and Momonosuke, they are very prideful people. So how that turns out, it may be the latter, where it could be Dressrosa. But again, I don't know. Or they could completely bypass them both and then just go on their merry way and continue from their original origin and go to the next island that's on the log post. Or whichever island actually like wiggles the most. Which I'm not too sure if the magnetic fields of the islands will change. But if in fact the magnetic field of the original islands that they had maintained throughout the entire course of Punk Hazard, and then they go on the same route that they had originally, then they'll probably wind up going back to the island that's raining down thunderbolts, lightning bolts, continuously. Probably. But that's assuming that they do not deviate from the actual log post. And that's assuming that they follow the original plan, which was to go to the log that had the most wiggling, which was, again, the island that was raining down lightning bolts continuously. So, but again, those are all big assumptions. And they may go to Wano Kuni, or they may go to Dressrosa. We don't know. We're not too sure. Now, that's number one. Number two is, right now, we are still in the Punk Hazard arc, and we are at the end of the Punk Hazard arc. Right? That's number two. And the thing here is that, First of all, right? Don Quixote, Don Flamingo, all right? People, listen, man. Don Quixote, Don Flamingo is right now coming to Punk Hazard. He's coming, and he is riding the air currents on some crazy what the fuck shit. So the thing here is that, will he make it in time to actually be involved with the Straw Hats and Law and Smoker? And so basically, like, the Straw Hats, the Heart Pirates, and the Marines. I don't know. I have no idea how fast he's going, and I have no idea how close Dressrosa is to Punk Hazard. But considering the fact that Baby 5 and Buffalo, they got there in a relative short amount of time span, then I can also assume that Flamingo may get there relatively quickly. But again, I'm not too sure. But we'll see how that goes. Now, what I will say is that, for the most part, the fights are over. The fights are done. Frankie is still fighting Baby 5 and Buffalo. It is Frankie Shogun. But again, I'm not too sure if Flamingo will get there in time. If Flamingo gets there, and the Straw Hats and the Heart Pirates and the Marines are still there, then there will be combat between him and the Straw Hats, Marines, and the Heart Pirates. Now, I don't know if Luffy and Law will run away from him, because as far as we know, Flamingo is a very powerful individual, a very powerful person. And, he was able to stop Diamond Joe's from moving. And he was able to cut Crocodile's head off with a finger twitch and take out Orange Jr.'s leg fairly easily. In fact, throughout the course of the entire series, him and Mihawk are the only two characters that have been in combat situations and have not got hurt. Him and Mihawk are the only two that have been in actual, very intense combat situations and have not gotten hurt. So, he's a very powerful dude. A very powerful dude. And we'll see where that goes. We will see where that goes. Now what I will say is that I believe that they are going to run away. I mean, that's my opinion. I mean, Luffy, he'll probably be like, fuck you, man. Yeah, but I can see Law convincing Luffy that, fighting Flamingo right now is not a good move. It's not a good move, and we'll lose. So we need to go. We need to run and hide the fuck out of here. And at the same time, I can see now that we know that Flamingo had guys undercover, and now that Smoker may leave. Well, no, he's gonna leave. The thing here is that Smoker is probably going to inform the Marines. He's going to inform, Fleet Admiral Akainu and the world government of the situation at hand. Flamingo may in fact have his title of Shichibukai revoked. That may be the case because he had undercover dudes working. He had dudes that were creating Alfredel fruits that were working with the Yokon. Understand that. Also, he had this dude steal kids from islands and experiment on them. He had a vice admiral do his dirty work for him and change records. So I can see his title of Shichibukai being revoked unless the world government feel otherwise. That is the only reason why his title of Shichibukai will not be revoked. If in fact the world government say, you know what, it's fine, it's cool, you're powerful, we need you, so we will let you have your way. Okay, whatever. Now, when it comes to the whole entire thing with Law and his heart pirates, where the fuck is Beppo? I mean, where the fuck is Beppo? It is very, because we saw on one of the colored pages that Beppo, he's there. They're still alive. The Heart Pirates are still alive. They're still in full threshold. They're still in, they're still in good condition. In this year, we should find out why the fuck they weren't there in Punk Hazard alongside with Law. Maybe Law told them to do other shit while he takes care of business in Punk Hazard. Maybe. Probably. That may be the case, but if not the case, then why not? Because I don't see why he wouldn't want his subordinates there in Punk Hazard to back him up when he needed backup. In fact, things may not have gone Law's way had not Monkey D, Luffy, and Smoker showed up. So, I mean, maybe, or they may have taken a much longer time. I don't know. But the thing here is that yes, in fact, the question revolving around Law and the Heart Pirates should be, why isn't Beppo and the rest of the actual crew there with him to support him? Beppo and John Bart and all those other guys. Now, aside from that, so that was number 1, number 2, number 3 was Law. Okay, number 4 is going to be the whole thing with the brokers. The brokers are very important. Why? Because the brokers not only do they include Big Man and her subordinates, Baron Tomago, Peckham's, and probably other above Big Man subordinates. All right, but also I believe we saw CP9 remember Rob Lucci. We're not too sure. It appeared to be Rob Lucci, but we don't know. At the same time, there also appear to be other very powerful dudes who are watching Luffy take down Caesar Clown. One person in particular caught my attention, and that person is this guy called Jack. Now, I don't know what's going on, but apparently this Jack dude according to the person who's saying Jack, if Jack gets involved, things are going to be chaotic. Well, apparently Jack is a very powerful guy. And whether or not this person, Jack, actually runs into the Straw Hats, we don't know. But we'll see. It is a possibility. It is a possibility considering the fact that these brokers had ties to Don Flamingo, had ties to Caesar Clown and his production of artificial devil fruits and weapons of mass destruction, like Smiley and the Shino Kuni. Now, what I will say is that the whole entire thing with Jack is very strange, because I believe it was Notre Dame or someone pointed out to me that Oda is playing this thing with like card games. Like in card games, there's like, you know, like we know that there's Ace, King, Queen, Jack. Well, there may be the same thing here. Like there was Portugal's D Ace. There may be a king, there may be a queen, and then there's Jack. Maybe I'm overthinking things, maybe, but that may be relevant in the future. But I'm not too sure. Again, I'm not too sure because it's Oda. Oda can pull a lot of shit out of his ass, and he can make it work. So whether or not we see this maintained function of card games, Ace, Jack, King, Queen, I'm not too sure. But right now, we already saw Ace. Now we're seeing Jack. There may be a king, there may be a queen. Are there going to be any ties to these people? Probably not. I mean, because Ace, as far as I know, had no connections to a man named Jack. But again, I don't know. Because Ace, he was a pirate. He went on his journey 3 years before Luffy did. So he may have had connections with a man named Jack. I don't know. Who knows? But we'll see. We'll see. Now, that being said, or it could be a civil matter of Oda just doing what he wants to do, and he decided, you know what, I'm gonna put these guys' names as card characters. So fuck it, why not? All right, fuck it. Now, when it comes to the alliances, which is actually a key thing, all right, the alliances right now, I believe the Yokon of Target when it comes to both the Kid Alliance and the Luffy Alliance, is that I believe the Yokon of Target is Big Man. I don't see any other Yokon being a major target other than Big Man. Big Man is like the prima target. I believe so. There may in fact be a war, or a major battle that takes place with Luffy, Law, Kid, Hawkins, and Apu against the Big Man pirates. And that was going to be a good battle. That's going to be a good battle. That's going to be a good ass battle. Okay. I mean, on par. I would assume on par with the Whitebeard War, because Oda himself said the Whitebeard War was simply put a stepping stone. It was a stepping stone. He said that the last arc of One Piece is going to be insane. So hey, fuck it. I'm all for it. And what I will say is that this battle, you see right now the alliance. The question here is, will Law stay with Luffy? I don't know, because Luffy and the others, they want to go on their journey to find the One Piece. But the Hard Pirates, I don't know what his goals are in full when it comes to Trafalgar Law. But the thing here is that once we find out about Beppo and the rest of them, and then once they come back, will the Law Pirates or will the Hard Pirates assimilate themselves into the Straw Hats? I don't think so. I really don't. But at the same time, I don't know. I don't know. I mean, is it possible? Maybe. But is it likely? Probably not. Because Law and Luffy, well, I mean, they do work well together in a way, I guess. No, well, not really. I don't know. It's very strange. Like, it's very strange because it could work out. At the same time, it won't. At the same time, it probably won't. It probably won't work out. All right. So one more time, all right? Because I was stuttering. Fuck it. It could work out, but it probably won't work out. You feel me? So where that goes, I'm not too sure. But I do believe that these alliances are formed to solely take down Big Man. Because, hey, Kid was already fucking with Big Man ships beforehand, which is why Baron Tamago and Peckham's, they wanted the money because they were pissed off that Kid had destroyed a few of their ships. And Luffy already has beef with Big Man. So, right now, we have two, out of the two main alliances that are being formed right now amongst the Supernova, two people, Kid and Luffy, already have problems with Big Man. And as of right now, Kaido is in the blue. Shanks, I don't see anyone having problems with Shanks. And Blackbeard, it's too early. it's simply put too early. So right now, I believe that the Yokon of Target is Big Man. And hopefully they will elaborate more on this as this arc, as this year continues when it comes to the One Piece manga. And that's pretty much it. That's pretty much it. What I will say is that right now, when it comes to the combat scheme, hopefully we're going to see the full powers of Zoro, Sanji, and Luffy in the near future. Because I would really like to see that. Because right now, these three, I mean, Virgo was Sanji's strongest one to date, as of right now. And but that fight was skipped. It was cut short because of the fact that we had Shino Kuni coming on the way. And Luffy, when he was fighting against Holy Jones, was injured. And Holy Jones was actually very easy for him to fight, but because he was injured, because he was in the bubble and he couldn't dodge Holy Jones' attacks, because he was in that bubble. Well, right there, was he wasn't at full strength either. So I really want to see an all-out one-on-one fight when it comes to Zoro, Sanji, and Luffy. I need to see it for closure. The same thing with Brook. The same thing with fucking Usopp. And the same thing with, listen, Frankie. Get out of the Frankie Shogun. Start fucking up dudes. Fisticuffs. Please. Fisticuffs, man. Frankie boxer. So I need to see that. So I'm done. King Lightning, be sure to, of course, rate, comment, and subscribe as always. And now I'm signing out. Give me your thoughts. Give me your opinion, your thoughts down below on what you think may or may not happen when it comes to the year 2013 revolving around the One Piece manga. And I'm signing out. Peace. Have a nice day.